New York Fashion Week has officially come and gone. More than 200 designers showed collections this week. Some were great, some were surprising, others not so much.
We're here to give us the runway recap. Our renowned fashion editor and style expert, Constance White, and veteran designer and critic, Kibwe Chase Marshall.
Yes.
Welcome back, guys.
Hello.
Hi. So you've been with us all week, and you're back.
Fashion fatigue starting to set in.
Have we held up?
Yes, you both still look great in that necklace. All about the statement piece.
Thank
We're just
you.
learning.
Can I give a shout out to Lafayette 148, Edward Wilkerson? He knows how to do it.
I like it.
All right.
Always serving the fashion.
Serving it up.
Okay, so who served it on the runway this season?
Oh, very good
Who blew
question.
you all away?
Carolina Herrera was a big surprise. Who knew to everyone that after more than 40 years in the business, she could bring it all over again and be exciting, be fresh, be new. And that's what she did with her very feminine, beautiful collection.
That's true.
Kibwe, who do you think?
For me, it was a Mark moment. To me, he had one of those...
Marc Jacobs.
Yeah, Marc Jacobs. I'm on a first-name basis. He sort of recently had been so much sort of lost in the fray with so many new designers emerging on the New York fashion scene. And he came back and did this subtly confident show with this Richard Moss art inspiration, pink house where these military cadets marched out of the barracks. It was really confident, subtle, and sort of it harkened back to the old Mark that, you know, spoke quietly but swung that big bat.
Okay.
Now, you mentioned some new designers. Who are some of the breakout stars you noticed this year?
For me, I have to say a Swedish brand by the name of Rodebeer that shows on the New York calendar was quite sort of important because as I came into the show, there were so many women attending the show that were in the clothing, and these weren't red carpet names. These are people that love the brand, buy it, and then wear it in real life all the time.
Buy it. I mean, when someone's wearing something that they purchase at a collection, that is the biggest endorsement that you need. So I think it's really important to make a point of that.
Now, who's the breakout star for you?
You know, I really love Charles Harbison. You invited me to that show, and I thought he was a breakout. The talent that I saw there, I was just thrilled to know that he's doing the work that he's doing. He is certainly someone that the fashion flock needs to watch.
You see that DNA that is so potent, and you see the potential for a longevity that can extend to a lifestyle brand. It's there at the nucleus right now.
Yes. All right. Now, Robin Givhan gave Vera Wang 2 thumbs down. I'm not gonna. Yeah, it hurt. We don't have to go into who you thought didn't get it right, but who do you think didn't get it right?
Do tell.
Do tell.
I thought I understand Robin's take on Vera Wang this season. Vera can be depended upon to do a really soft, mellifluous feeling, bringing all of that to the sophisticated urban woman.
Right.
And what it had in common with another collection that missed the mark this season, The Row, is that it was really sort of pulling you down. It didn't feel like there was a sure hand there and who was designing and making clothes for women that would flatter their bodies and flatter their lifestyles. It felt, both of those collections felt extraordinarily somber and hard and tricky.
Okay, so who do you think disappointed?
I wouldn't say disappointed, but due to the competitive nature of Fashion Week, Ralph Lauren showed a safari sort of inspired collection, which should be really something that he can own because of the amount of olive green and military cargo detailing. That being pitted against the stellar rendition of that similar aesthetic that Mark did with sort of army surplus, I have to say I felt Mr. Lauren came up a little bit short. It just didn't feel as of the moment, as fresh.
I'm glad Kibwe brought that up because I strongly disagree.
Ooh.
Okay.
Fashion catfight. I love it.
I believe that the juxtaposition of this very utilitarian army surplus, the idea of safari, but at a black tie gala. The juxtaposition of both those things I thought was very winning, made the collection feel fresh. I think it was brave to try and mix the two, and I think more often than not he pulled it off. And then I love the shots of really strong tangerine, which is so on trend that he showed in the collection.
Okay, now I changed my mind.
Citrus yellow, yes.
You make a good point. It's like, okay. All right, regardless of how you feel about the clothes, a lot of people also like looking at the front row and all the celebrities who are always there. Why is it so important to have these celebrities in front row, and who brought the biggest stars?
Yeah, and are they a distraction?
Well, speaking of Ralph Lauren, there are a couple of points here that you've raised. In terms of who brought the biggest stars, I really love and admire the way that Ralph Lauren handles celebrities, and that is why he is known as the master of fashion marketing, because he takes just one or two top celebrities each season, places them in the front row, so you are not distracted by the celebrity, but the celebrity really becomes this brand and persona that feeds into the brand on display. Julianne Moore was the one selected this season, and she was so chic in just a beautifully cut navy blazer, navy sweater, white pants, so Ralph Lauren. In the past, we've had Janet Jackson show up, as being the only celebrity. I mean, who's bigger than a Jackson? We've had, I remember when he had LeBron James, who's bigger than LeBron James. So that sort of, Roger Federer, I mean, that sort of use of a celebrity makes sense, and it's a quid pro quo. And it's just done beautifully at Ralph.
Now, I'm a purist, and for me, the celebrities can be a bit of a distraction.
Like Miley showing up to Jeremy Scott. I get it, but,
I
why?
love, actually, this year that there was that Fashion Rocks event, and it was like, to me, ship all the celebs off to Brooklyn to do it. Give them a celebrity fashion event this week, get them all the red carpet, front row visibility they need, all in one concentrated place.
Can we talk about Jeremy Scott, though? Yeah. I mean, what an energetic, fabulous show. This is a guy that marches
I should get my glow sticks are here somewhere.
Yes, of his own drum, does it tremendously well, and I thought did it really well this season. And I think he was a good example of how, again, of how celebrities should be used. Because Miley Cyrus, cartoonish fashion, Jeremy Scott, cartoonish fashion, I think it was a really good melding.
Synergy.
Great synergy.
I
Thank you for the bigger word.
On for days about this. We're just going to have you guys back. London Fashion Week is right around the corner, so you have to come back with more commentary on that, right? All
okay,
right,
looking forward to that.
thank you guys so much. And now we want to know whose clothes on the catwalk you like most. Tweet us about it at Arise TV 360. Sorry, we had